Well, good morning to you, children. It's I, your old Grandpa Peter Coyote, coming to you once again here from Crestone, Colorado, a strange little small town tucked up against the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. Awesome place to be in. We love it. And I hope you're doing good this morning. I know it's been a little rough on us all lately. And it looks like, the government's just turned America into Nazi Germany, And at any time the hammer's about to drop, and we're all going to get put in concentration camps, and they're going to shoot the train masters for not keeping the trains on time and things like that, Going into a living hell, babies. Oh. It just ain't so. It ain't gonna be. 'Cause guys, the light's coming on. We're we're challenged right now because the light's coming on. And the old boys and girls, they gonna go kicking and screaming. They ain't gonna just give up placidly and, accept the hard and be what they are. Though they certainly could if they chose to, and we always hold that option open. 'Cause, God, imagine how it feels to be so controlled, so enslaved, that you can't hardly think a thought that's your own. You know what I mean? That things are working through you that make you do these things that maybe you're not comfortable with being that way, But you're numb inside. You're just controlled. I mean, imagine that. And then hating that so bad because you don't have a life. You're living for something else. Something else is living through you. And you're so pissed off about it that you're taking it out on other folks. RoboCop. Man, I don't think he's going to be around too much longer. He ain't very God blessed happy being this slave. Forgive me, I wanted to use a 4-letter word there. I restrained myself. Compliment me or I won't restrain again. I like them 4-letter words. They give such emphasis to things, Guys, truthfully, we're bubbling over. It's coming out of us now. And yeah, there's some darkness to wade through inside yourself. Yeah. I don't care how light you are, or what a saint you've become. You still got that little piece of darkness to go on through. It's part of the plan. It's part of the solution. Babies, just don't be afraid of it. Don't let it get out of control, but just don't be afraid of it. You can look it square in the eye and love it, man. And it'll rant and rave and say you're my slave, but just won't let you get away with it, it says. But children, recognize we're already there. The darkness is the boogeyman. And yeah, he's had substance because we've given him substance. But all along, we had this choice not to let it matter anymore. To let go of what's been and just be. We've had that choice all along. We don't see it. We get distracted. We're so enslaved ourselves. In our work, our joys, our pleasures, whatever. But we get held back. But that option is there now. And I don't care how fast you run, you're not going to get away from it this time. It's there, it's inside of you. It's you. It's who you are. It's what we are. And you know, there's a woman somewhere here rising up amongst us. It's got this power, this ability to see things so clearly. And she is so filled with love and compassion, she can't help but be who she is and share it with all. So, be looking for her. She'll be coming around. Babies, these are good times. Treat yourself gently. Don't force yourself. That hurts. And don't let it be forceful working through you. You know? Take it easy. Try to be gentle on yourself and others. It's not always easy to do when you're walking through such great change. And there's so much anxiety to let go of. Some of it still lives inside of you. But just recognize you are releasing it. And then you can forgive yourself and go on no matter what you said or done. And the same with others. Realizing how controlled you've been, you can see it in others. You can let go of all these judgments you've held, all these wounds and hurts you've received from people. Myself included. Ain't nobody perfected just yet all are perfect, man. And this is the way we find this out. This is how we come to it, babies. You know, we just let it be. We rock our way through the tough times, babies. We hang in there, no matter what. Because we've done it for so damn long, it's habit now. In a few days, a few mornings, oh babies, it's going to be so much better because you can feel it happening now, inside yourself, around you. This earth, she is beginning to awaken her children. And it's you she sees and knows and trusts and loves and holds dearly to her heart. And that's why the great cataclysms have not come and will not be. Though changes there are, yes indeed. Nothing remains the same. That's as it should be. What we've created here before is a shithole. But we needed to wade through that shit for a while. To understand, to know what it feels like. To be opposite, separate from love. Whew, God almighty. It's a trip. We've done so many things to numb our way through it. Alcohol, you know, drugs, all kinds of stuff. And so many ways to distract ourselves, especially these damn wars. Man, we've sure been led along a fiery path there. I mean, and this is another reason why the Nazi Germany will not work here in the United States of America. Because the souls of those who died in those great wars to beat the stupid Nazis, only to see this world defeated by them? I think not. They're not going to be allowed this great comeback they've been searching for so long. I mean, shit, honeys, this has been going on for eons of time. You think we're going to let them get away with it now? Come on, guys. Listen up. Look in your hearts. See what's there. And don't let these scalawags take the world from you. There's a place for us here. All, even these Nazis, these poor blokes in political office that have so little control over themselves and no love in their lives and so much graft and corruption and so much debauchery. I don't know if you've ever been to Washington, D.C., but I have. I hung around that place a little bit one time, and one time only. Though I've sure driven around it a bunch. Do that intentionally, you know. But oh my God, my eyes were opened as to what that world... I mean, we know it's corrupt. You can see that from a billion miles away. And you got to remember now, this was a number of years ago. I'm talking like maybe back in the 70s, I think it was. But I went there and you know, went to the great halls and looked them over. That was all impressive and so forth, but the sights to see were in the restaurants and clubs at night, when government people come out to play. And babies, you just wouldn't believe what you see there. I mean, they've got debauchery down to a fine art. I'm sure the Romans are jealous. It's a badass place, baby. Your life ain't worth a nickel if somebody's willing to pay more for you dead. You know what I mean? It's and they got everything ass backwards, believe me, they do. It's no damn wonder they're passing laws like they are. They ain't got shit for brains, man. They need some go-to cola, some, you know, good herbs to help them get back inside themselves and become human beings again. My God. They are so far removed from reality. And I'm speaking in general. There's a few good souls there. Of course, there is everywhere. Lots of them. In Washington, they're few and far between. And everybody hates them. You can't be a good guy in Washington. It don't work. You gotta be on the take, baby. You gotta give and you gotta take. You know, I mean, that's just the way it is, you know. Grab what's yours, because it ain't lasting much longer, boys. It's going down. They're grabbing everything they can get, man. They're having the most debaucherized sex with one another. You just wouldn't believe. I mean, we see the tip of the iceberg every now and then. Remember the scandal about the Senate pages and so forth? But that is just the tip of the iceberg. God, guys. And these dudes that are locking people up, passing laws and locking people up for even thinking about a drug, my God, they got every fine drug available to them you could imagine. And they're doing them, babies. They have to. It's the only way they can live with themselves, man, you know. They got to move fast. Because if they don't, their self is going to catch up to them. And they're going to know that they're really a soft-hearted person. And they can't maintain this control much longer. The power is an illusion. You're a failure, not a success. You have so screwed up this earth that you don't even deserve to live. Yet, you're living, babies, and you're rocking down. Because what you've done is no worse than anything that anybody else has done. You're just a monkey playing a role. A slave, baby. And when you come to recognize that, now you know I'm talking to you people back there in Washington, D.C. Dang rights I am. And when you come to recognize that, babies, this earth is going to turn you. And you know what? The rest of us, instead of putting you in jail or hanging you high in the old Western style, baby, we're going to embrace you, baby. Take you back in our arms and welcome you back to the fold. Because there ain't a one of us that ain't done something stupid in our lives and been out of control. And you know, there's an illusion that says power feeds you. It don't. It's an empty thing. You know that. The more you get, the worse it gets. It's terrible. You don't want this kind of burden placed on you any longer. No one should be lording it over another in any way. We don't belong there. We're human beings, baby. We rock. We're taking back our planet now because she's taking us back. And you're going right along with it, kids. All of us. Nobody gets left behind. And yeah, I'm a little pissed. I am. Because none of you dumb sons of bitches out there seem to be getting it. I mean, you politicians and you bureaucrats and you military personnel, you know. And I know there's aliens amongst you. I don't give a flying cahoot. Babies, you've just about pissed off Mother Earth, and you don't want to do that. Come back to your heart. Come back to yourselves. Quit running. The gig is up. It's over. And you have no power, no ability to stop it. You wouldn't want to. Your heart is in control now. It's taken you over. And it's giving you back to yourself. You ain't going to belong to anything or anybody anymore. You're free. Free to be a loving and caring human being. And to find some real success in this life. A success you can taste and feel and live. That isn't empty. That's so full. Your joy is boundless. Spreads everywhere. Affects the entire freaking universe. And you know what? It's us little people that's given that to you. The working class. The folks in the mud hut in Africa. The people you most abuse. The ones you commit all your grand experiments upon. These are the ones who have so forgiven you. You know, it's gone. So you can let it go too. This is your own heart talking to you now. And this is your place of being. And babies, we love you. All of us do, because we love ourselves too. It's something that's taken us a long time to learn, because you so taught us, you occupiers, have so taught us to hold it against ourselves and try to blame it on everybody else. Separation, man, you have tried to make us be so separate. Turned us into a bunch of dang monsters, you know, soulless beings running around. Not anymore. Ha! That day is over, babies. We've come back. We have the gentle heart. And you've let us do it. We've come back. And we're taking over now. Your time is through. And hell no, we ain't going to come out there and walk your halls of power. Why waste our time? We're waiting for you here. You know, that city should be abandoned for all that it's done and all that it represents. That city should be abandoned and left as a memorial to the way things should never be. How to take a grand and glorious idea and so corrupt it that it's soulless, without a heart. But see, you're forgiven of that. Because we've forgiven ourselves, we let you do it. Yeah, we protest here and there, but you guys herd us around like cattle. Babies, it ain't happening anymore. And when we rise up again in these cities and towns across the earth, and the little villages, the beautiful places of being, where life is so simple and pure, and love can be so powerful. It's from those kind of places where the gentle hearts live. It's the only place they can endure. And it's tough, yeah, but it's the only place. They couldn't live this synthetic world that you guys do. So worried about clothes and appearance and every little hair on your head and all that shit. I mean, you know, getting boob jobs, shit. I mean, you know, come on, guys. Just be real. And you'll be beautiful as you are, because you already are. We are. We all are. God bless us, man. And you know what she does? If you could endure it, we could endure it. And it just truthfully is time to end all that. It's over. Let it go, boys and girls. Come to see who you are. And maybe then you can begin to tell the truth. Confess it all and be done with it. Some of it was done with good intentions. Well, that's what I'm going to leave you with here today, babies. I hope you don't mind me cussing out those folks back in D.C., but they sure as hell deserve it. Oh, those four-letter words just want to pour out of me this morning, but I know I can't speak that plain on the internet. I just don't want to. I mean, there's little kids watching and shit. I was cussing like that when I was 5 years old. Man, I was born cussing, I think. I don't know where that comes from, but salty language has its place here. It's a good thing when it's properly applied. But I will continue to restrain myself here and stop from using those most passionate words. Because I know our time's at hand and everything's cool. And I don't want to offend anybody's sensibilities. Peace on earth. Goodwill to women and men. And most especially children. God, we love them. And instead of taking care of them, maybe it's time we started letting them take care of us. These little kids. And that's the thought I'm going to leave you with today. I love you guys. And the universe rocks and Mother Earth rolls, and it's beautiful. Peace.